This week on AtlantiCast. Don't miss these back-to-school tips from parents from an Atlantic Health System expert. A new treatment for brain injury that gets some patients home faster. Are you at risk for avocado hand? We'll let you know. Plus, see how hundreds of nurses are coming up with solutions to healthcare challenges. Hello, I'm Luke Margolis. Welcome back to AtlantiCast. The school year is only a few weeks away, and it's time for parents and their kids to start getting ready. When it comes to keeping students healthy, we have some important tips for parents to keep in mind. Thanks to Dr. Anthony Frizzoli from Martinsville Family Practice for these helpful ideas. First up, it's the most important meal of the day. Always eat breakfast. Kids who eat a nutritious breakfast concentrate better in school and have more energy. Start getting kids back to bed at their normal time about a week before classes start so their bodies can adjust. Depending on their age, kids should get at least 8 to 10 hours of sleep, a little more for younger children. Make sure your child uses a backpack with padded straps and that they use both straps. Using just one can strain their muscles. Finally, make sure immunizations are up to date and sports physicals are done before school starts. You can find these tips and a doctor conveniently located to you at our website, AtlantiCast.org. Congratulations to Overlook Medical Center on being named one of the 100 Great Community Hospitals for 2018 by Becker's Hospital Review. Overlook was the only hospital in New Jersey to earn a spot on this list. Becker cited Overlook's recent A grade for safety from the Leapfrog Group, its efforts in environmental sustainability, and community outreach. To see the list, go to AtlantiCast.org. An 87-year-old man in Summit is back home and feeling better after being treated at Overlook Medical Center following a fall in his home. The man was treated with a new, minimally invasive procedure to repair an injury to his brain. Called middle meningeal artery immobilization, or MMA, Dr. Ronald Benitez was able to reach the brain through a small incision in the lower part of the body, then used a catheter to stop the bleeding. This was just the second time this treatment was used in New Jersey, and 3 days after the treatment, the patient was resting at home. Nurses at Morristown Medical Center are helping more than just the patients in their care. They're helping future patients too. The recently launched Center for Nursing Innovation at Morristown Medical Center allows the hundreds of nurses at Morristown to develop ideas for new medical products. The center partners with the AHA program, Atlantic Health System's idea incubator, to make sure the experts on the front lines of care are able to help create advancements that'll benefit patients. To read more, you can go to our website. Do you have avocado hand? Well, if you're a fan of the super popular green superfood, you might have already had it. The good news is, it's avoidable. Avocado hand is really just a way to refer to injuries to your hand caused by cutting an avocado. Now, it's actually more common than you might think. Dr. Stephen Mazer, the medical director of orthopedic surgery at Atlantic Health System, recently was interviewed about the culinary calamity. You can see some tips for avoiding avocado hand at AtlantiCast.org. We want to send a huge shout out and thank you to the folks at Wayne Subaru and the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society for their generous donation of blankets dedicated to patients undergoing cancer treatment at the Cancer Center at Chilton Medical Center. This is the third year in a row Wayne Subaru has delivered the blankets, and each one comes with a handwritten note of encouragement from a Wayne Subaru customer. The New York Jets training camp is underway, so we want to thank Nate Shepard, a defensive lineman on the Jets, for taking some time away from camp to join members of the Atlantic Health System family on the golf course. Shepard took part in the Newton Medical Center Foundation's annual Frank Redfern Memorial Golf Open fundraiser. The event was held at Lake Mohawk Golf Club in Sparta and raised more than $100,000. As we head to a break, stay tuned because you're about to get a look at the latest Atlantic Health System Moments That Matter story. We're proud to introduce you to Barry and his wife June, who have a special thank you to the Atlantic Health System team members who helped save Barry's life. You're watching AtlantiCast, health news from our network to your screen.
It's hard to believe that it'll soon be 2 years since Barry had a stroke. There are so many amazing people and moments in our story that it's difficult to know where to start. When Barry was asked to tell his story in a commercial, he wasn't sure what I would say, but I know the power of a commercial. A few weeks before Barry's stroke, I happened to see one on TV that talked about the signs of a stroke, like facial droop, arm weakness, and slurred speech, but also about the risk factors. Because of that commercial, I knew Barry was having a stroke. I knew that the faster we got him care, the better chance he had for a complete recovery. What I didn't know was the depth and expertise of the amazing team at Atlantic Health System. It was as if the finest team of EMTs, neurologists, nurses, and ED doctors in the world were just waiting for our call. Barry likes to say they were ready for me. And he is right. Their focus isn't just to save your life, but to get you back your life. So it is with heartfelt gratitude that Barry and I thanked everyone who touched us that day and in the days that have followed. Perhaps this commercial will be a moment that matters for someone else. Sincerely, June Rogers.
It was like any other morning when suddenly I couldn't speak or move my hands. I was having a stroke. When the ambulance arrived, a neurologist was with me immediately through telestroke technology. By the time I got to Overlook, they were ready for me. I received clot-busting medicine within 14 minutes of arrival. Now I'm back to work. Where you go for stroke care matters.
Atlantic Health System, because every moment is a moment that matters.